Next up, at UFC Vegas 99, we have the final lady fight on this card. We got Joselyne Edwards taking on Tamires Vidal. Joselyne Edwards, 13-6 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is on an unfortunate 2-fight skid. Taking on Tamires Vidal, 7-3 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5, also on a 2-fight skid. I typically am pretty high on Joselyne Edwards. She's a good kickboxer. She can use that range really well. Good variety of strikes. She does prefer to kick mostly, but she will mix things up. If you can get past the kicking range, you can get in her face, bully her a little bit. You can push her around. You can have some success. But getting inside that range is not the easiest thing to do. The knock on her has been her takedown defense. We saw a glimmer of hope 2 fights ago, and then last fight, takedown defense was out the window again. And she's typically looking to keep fights standing. She's taking on Tamires Vidal, former soccer player, a BJJ brown belt. She immediately starts working forward, just bombing overhands, looking for takedowns. She throws those big overhands and pressures to the cage, looking for that control. Once she gets into the ground, she's chasing for submissions. She can be dangerous on top, kind of dangerous off her back, but mostly for sweeps and scrambles and things like that. Her striking is almost non-existent. It's literally just spamming windmill overhands. And she's coming off back-to-back losses. Most recently, a very bad look where she was taken down twice and finished by Melissa Gatto. And it's a tricky fight because I am pretty high on Joselyne Edwards for the most part. But there's a very straightforward path here for Tamires. Just move forward, be a bowling ball, get the takedowns. That's it. That's the path. Joselyne can be taken down. She doesn't love pressure. Tamires Vidal loves pressuring and gets takedowns. And I saw somebody comment, she doesn't have takedowns in the UFC. Well, good thing her entire fighting career wasn't in the UFC. I do think Tamires can have some success, but I'm going to trust Joselyne to stay mobile, use the kicks, stay busier, look to win. And this is in Vegas. Vegas hates wrestlers. So I'm going to go Joselyne Edwards here, but over 2.5 is 100% the play. I'm not touching a money line or a parlay with Joselyne. What do you think? Shocked mouth.
This second round of this Contender Series fight is one of the best fights around I'm ever seen in my life. There's still 30 seconds to go. This like Brazilian dude, I don't know if he's Brazilian, he looks Brazilian, was like down and out, fought back. Now this guy was tired. Now it's back to this dude being tired. There's 20 seconds left. He got like, it was almost like the BSD when he was getting beat on. Not quite as bloody, but I mean, just like running away, eating elbows against the fence, got away just enough. Herbs look at him like, well, he might die, but who gives a fuck? And now he toughed out this round. Pretty amazing. But I'm going Joselyne Edwards here, and I actually feel pretty good about it. I bet her even at these odds because Tamires Vidal, to me, is just not a UFC fighter. She's not a UFC fighter. Anytime she's fought any type of adversity, she basically just quit in there. She'll just stop trying all this stuff. When she lays on her back, she fucking just kind of lays there as well. I don't think she's that talented to begin with. She got here by being the bully that Angelo mentioned, but when you can't be the bully, she is the exact definition of all hammer, no nail. I mean, the second that there is any sort of nail, she just absolutely flips 180 and just it almost looks like she doesn't even give a fuck in there. And if Joselyne is anything, she's a durable girl, and she's been around, and she can hang in tough. And I don't think Vidal's going to get in a situation where she's going to finish Joselyne. And as soon as Joselyne, out toughs her in a position, she's going to fucking give up, and Joselyne's going to take over this fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Joselyne even works hard enough to find a second or third round, or not submission, but a finish, maybe a TKO situation. But I'm all over Joselyne. I just don't think Vidal is a UFC fighter.
Yeah, I mean, you're all over these. Oh, did I not do this? You're all over these potential finishes in these lady fights where not only do I think they all go to a decision, I parlayed all 3.
You have to remember, there's going to be, Angelo, there's going to be so many finishes on this card because I'm going to be front row on the couch being like, let's go!
You might lose your voice.
Possibly. I'll lose it how Michael Douglas lost it in a weekend.
I wonder how many people even get that. I wonder how many people even explain it to the people because I'm positive.
Michael Douglas got throat cancer for eating too much pussy, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a great joke. That is literally what he says gave him. That's not an official diagnosis. That is his.
I think it's pretty official.
That is his diagnosis to the world. He literally
90s
said
were
that.
wild, man. 80s and 90s, different
Dude,
times.
he said that like 5 years ago.
I know, but he got it from eating all that fucking back in the day. It adds up, man.
It is crazy.
That was good. That was good, man.
That was good. I'm glad I got it, because if you had to explain it, that would have sucked.
I knew the best part was as I thought of it, but I hadn't said it yet. I'm like, oh, Angelo's gonna fucking love this one.
Yeah, I definitely, and that's like my generation of joke too, because he's old as fuck. Anyway, we're on the same side here. Jacob's a little more confident than I am. I told you I've got the bet. I parlayed all 3 overs on the lady fights. I just don't think there's gonna be finishes in any of them. I parlayed them all. It almost is even money. It's not even plus money yet. It's almost. I mean,
this one
money.
could definitely easily be a decision. I think the other two. I do worry the most about that Panay and Elise Reed fight, just because they're so like polar opposites, and Reed starts fading. But
yeah, I'm trusting the veteran savvy in that fight. But whatever. I threw a nice little 3-leg parlay.
I mean, if Panay gets on her, I think she's gonna fucking submit her.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. If you do want to unlock, $8,900 in DraftKings Fantasy, no. Without the wrestling or a finish, that money is just not worth it. So I can't spend that money on Joselyne Edwards. If you do want to check out what the DraftKings Optimizer says, if you want to check out the ownership projections, all the bets, the picks, the artificial intelligence, all of it, WeWantPicks.com, only $10 an entire month. What?
This guy just got caught in a guillotine a fight. He looked like he was dominating. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it, though. And if he does, I'll be really upset because it's over 2.5, and I played the under 2.5 in this one. He got out of it. So
there you go. Become a member. It'll include UFC.
Someone said that you have been what was the comment? That you haven't been the same since Vegas. And I just want to reiterate, guys, that the doctors really advised against him traveling at this late stage. And, that really takes a toll out of people in his type of position. But,
sure.
We insisted, and we knew that there was going to be, consequences to that. But we really wanted Angelo to be able to experience that moment. So the doctors were like, it might take a lot out of him.
Make a wish.
Yeah, and this is what happened. So, he got in his experience, and now, we're just going to see, we're hoping Christmas. We're hoping he make it to Christmas.
I'll do a call-in show Thursday with my normal voice. $13 super chat from Francis the Sith. I wasn't sure if I should spend my winnings from last week on 3,500 years of premium or donating to help find a cure for AIDS. Here's the help. Well, thank you.
No, he said he needs help from figuring out which one to do, Angelo.
Oh. We'll take the
years of premium, or do you want to donate?
We'll take the donations.
No, donate to AIDS. That's what you're saying.
Oh, no. Oh,
my God, dude. This is, and the doctors talked about this too.
The memory one might be real.
That wasn't a memory thing. That was a thought process situation right there. And you could not process what you had just read 15 seconds before. This thing is getting, fuck Christmas at this point. I hope we make Thanksgiving.
I do too. It's my favorite holiday. We're going to the Cowboys game for Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, with the white helmets and the white jersey.
First ever for Ange.
Who are they playing?
The Giants.
Why do you say that like I should know that? I don't know the fucking.
I didn't mean it like that. I was just.
Yeah, no.
The Giants.
I wouldn't. Did you say vaginas?